Everyone wants to be a part of something big, important. But to get there, you need to prove yourself. No one's gonna hand it to you. You have to take it and make it your own.
Now there was a time.
Here comes wide side. They're 3 wides. Oh, wow, look at that. How about that for a move? Cloud coming to the back of him. TC goes defensive. Cloud to the outside. Round turn 1 he goes. And Pete is P1 as he comes around the final corner. It's been a pretty easy day for him at the end of it all.
Too small, too slow. 2 words, doesn't matter. Once you're chosen, you're in.
Only got 4 laps to go. TC, let's just hope he gets this one done nice and cleanly. He's got so much DRS, starting to point less and less as he goes. But he's going wide. Will he get this one done? Yes, he will. TC's back in the lead. Corners.
Time to step up.
His champion gets his Jackocar career off. To a decent enough start.
We'll get lost in the shuffle.
Finally gets a good result. Arnold has come to Monaco and he's dominated it.
Someday you'll be on top.
You devastate.
Someday you'll be a national name. The path to that someday starts today.
Let's get this thing started.
It doesn't matter if you're the first pick, the 75th pick, or the last pick. This is your moment to shine.
It's time. I made it. Today is a new day. I love you, man. Welcome to the show. The draft is on.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the draft for Season 2 of Jackocar. Sadly, we were unable to get all 6 of us in a party to do this as a live broadcast, which is what the original plan was. But I've spoken to the 5 team leaders between last night's test race and this morning. I have all the teams and the Season 2 lineup in front of me ready to go. To simplify the process, I will run through the teams one by one as opposed to how the draft went in the actual pick by pick and pool format. We begin with last season's winner of the chase, and that is Jordan. He will once again be returning to the 93 car. His 3 picks from the draft were the returning F1 Baza in the 86, everybody's favourite Danish man Dexter in the 76, and everybody's favourite Jamie, and also winner of the last race in Season 1, Jamie Bromley in the 24 car. That makes up Jordan's team, which was originally called Daytona, and like all teams they will be expecting a name change going into Season 2. Moving on to the second team, originally called Pro Speed. I think we all know what it's going to end up being called. Very obvious picks from the team leader. It is Pete Knighton, champion in the 21 car. His 3 picks were Risky Racer in the 37, the first of 2 or 3 Dutch drivers joining us in the 98 car is Yori once again, and the reserve from last season, Daniel Alexander in the 92 car, otherwise known as Daz. Moving on to the third team, which used to be called AI Racing, a mix of ART and ILRT drivers. MK Bourne come out on top of that before crashing in the pit lane in the Championship 5 race. He returns to the 12 car, and his 3 picks are Arnold de Grief, moving from the 31 to the 14. Everybody's least favourite Jamie in the world, Jamie Wright, makes his debut in 19, and Mr. Sleepy McLagface, Whiteout or Connor, makes up the team here for MK Bourne. Connor will be in the 74. The fourth team was, of course, the Simpsons, and Mr. John, who will be driving the 9 car, is the team leader. He inherited this when Khalifa retired and Baza left the league before the end of the season. Of course, he is now back in the league for Season 2. But yes, Mr. John in the 9 car, he ended up going for Paul McGuinness in the 91, a new boy coming into the tier. Mark Biesma, another Dutch driver, returns. He will be in the 49. And the other driver joining John, Paul and Mark is Chris, who will drive the 13 once again. Finally, we move to Team 5, which was originally the Milkmen. They were champions last season, and by quite a way. Thomas, who had a great run in the playoffs there, he won 2 races, ended up 3rd overall. He will return to the 28 car, and he will be joined by another new boy, Riley from Holland. He'll be in the 27. Michael Okeke, inaugural race winner from season 1. And the other driver, the final driver to make the pick, make the draft even, is Camo Babo, driving the 2 car. 2-time Jackocar rally champion, by the way, is Camo Babo. So that concludes the draft for the lineup for season 2. Everybody who has signed up but was not mentioned, you will become reserve drivers for the upcoming season. But when you look at the teams on paper, certainly myself, I cannot pick one team that stands out. I do believe it's going to be much closer, much more equal, and hopefully a fight to the very last race for the team's championship. As for the driver's side of things, that's even more competitive. Now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing maybe 13 or so different drivers that could win the title coming up at the end of this season, which finishes in Brazil at the end of November. I think it's November 26th the season ends. So 17 weeks of competition await the drivers. They know where they stand now. They can get some more sweat in before the start of the season, which shockingly enough is only 5 days away if you're watching this on Sunday. But yeah, ready to go. Another season. Owen will be joining me back in the comms box once again, and can't wait to get going. Have a good evening.
Today is a new day. I love you, man. Welcome to the show.
The draft is on.